What did ancient humans do at night? I mean, I don't know how ancient he's talking. Maybe like cavemen. I'm gonna say fire, like make a fire. I'm gonna say, um, and I'm gonna say just three. Let's just say three things. Look at the stars. That's obvious. Like looking at the stars. And can I add a fourth one? What could be the fourth one, bro? I would say eating, but like, nah, it's too simple. They're just eating regardless. What do they do specifically at night? Sleep. I mean, yeah. No, the first three that I said are probably better. Let's see what they actually did though. Let's see.
Tonight, when the sun goes down, you're going to flip a switch. Light will flood the room, and you won't think twice about it. But for 99.9% of human history,
What the F is that? Wait, what is what? Bro, don't worry about
switch
it.
didn't exist. When the sun set, the world went dark. You
Bro,
couldn't
you know
even
how
see
cool that
your
would be? Just everything being dark, bro.
own hand in front
I
of
mean,
your face.
wait, you can literally go outside and do that. But like, you know what I mean? It's not the same.
But modern humans almost
Because
never
bro,
experience this.
everything is lit up even at night now. So you can't really see what it's like to be fully dark unless like you're in a forest, bro.
For over
Super
300,000
far
years,
away.
every single one of your ancestors spent roughly half their life in near total darkness. They didn't even have candles for most of that time, just the
they
black
have-
sky, the stars, and whatever fire
Bro, it already mentioned two of the three things I said that they were gonna do. They're probably not gonna mention the second thing I said because it might not be appropriate. I don't know.
they could
We'll see,
keep
though.
alive. So
What
what
do
did
they
they
do at
actually
night?
do for all those hours? The answer changes everything we think we know about sleep, storytelling, and what it means to be human. Let's start
I
with
don't think they
fire, because
hunted.
fire is the reason any
Or at
of this
least
was possible.
not.
The earliest solid
wouldn't be
evidence
ideal,
of humans
right?
controlling fire comes from Wonderwork Cave in South Africa, roughly 1 million years ago. But fire didn't just keep people warm. Fire completely restructured the human day. Before fire, our ancestors were like
Monkey.
every other primate. When the sun went down, you climbed a tree or found a sheltered spot and you stayed still. Moving at night meant becoming food. Our
I would never be enough of a pussy to climb that tree at night to not get eaten, bro. That's the most like. Is that not mean? Or like not mean? Not mean, but isn't that like pussy stuff? I don't know.
eyes
Literally.
are terrible in the dark compared
Oh yeah, dude, cat. I think cats can see in the dark. I actually didn't know this, but they can see in the dark.
to the
It's
predators
insane.
that hunted us. Leopards, hyenas,
Bro, that's
wolves,
fucked.
all of them could see
Dude,
just fine.
we should be able to look at the dark. Why can't we, bro? Actually, why can't we? Makes no sense.
Fire changed that equation overnight. Literally. A campfire creates a circle of safety roughly 30 feet in diameter. Inside that circle, predators won't come. Outside that circle, you die. This is not an exaggeration. Anthropologists studying modern
do they not go near
hunter-gatherer
the
groups
fire,
have
though?
documented that people who wander away from the fire at night are significantly more likely to be killed by predators, even today. But here's what's
Obviously, 'cause
fascinating.
the sight,
Fire
but-
didn't just protect humans at night. It gave them something they'd never had before. Extra hours. Think about this. Before fire, the useful day ended at sunset. That's maybe 12 hours in summer, as few as 8 in winter. Fire suddenly added 2 to 4 usable
He
hours
still
to every
hasn't said
single
what
day.
actually
And over
happened,
thousands of
but
generations,
let's
those
see.
extra hours changed our species. In 2014, anthropologist Polly Wiesner published a study in the Proceedings of the National
got nerfed,
Academy
literally,
of
bro.
Sciences. She spent years
nah, I
recording
mean-
conversations among the Jews.
Whoa, what did he just say? Among the what? Bro, I don't think we got nerfed. I think they just like I don't think we were able to anyway. Like I don't think we could ever see at night. I think, bro, but low key, if you've ever done this, bro, if you ever like I've done this, like I've showered in the dark, bro. If you like wait a bit, like you close your eyes and keep opening them, bro, you can low key see a little bit, you know? But if you shut off the lights and then close your eyes and look, it's completely dark. But if you wait a little bit, it low-key like adapts and you can see a little bit, if you didn't know.
Slash Juancy Bushman of the Kalahari
Maybe that's just
Desert,
me, though.
one of
Maybe
the
I'm just
last
OP,
groups
I
on
don't know.
Earth still living something close to the original human lifestyle. she found was striking. During the day, about 80% of conversations were practical. Who's hunting where? Which plants are ready? Complaints, logistics, economic negotiations. Daytime talk was work, but at night around the fire, the entire character of conversation changed. At night, 81% of conversations were stories, tales of people in distant places, adventures, myths about the origins of the world, jokes that made the whole camp laugh. Weisner argued that firelight conversation is where human culture was born. The campfire was the original theater, the original classroom, the original church. It's where humans learned to think beyond the immediate present and imagine things that
is he saying what they did at night is just like think near a fire, bro? What? Or teach?
don't exist yet. It's where we became us. But the night wasn't just about stories around the fire. There was something else happening.
What am I watching? I'm watching what did ancient humans do at night?
In the last 30 years. You were not designed to sleep the way you sleep right now. In 2001, historian Roger E. Kirch published a paper that changed sleep science. He had spent 16 years digging through historical records.
I'm gonna do that tonight, bro. I'm gonna do that tonight, bro, because my back hurts, bro.
And he found something nobody expected. Over 500 references, spanning centuries, prayer books from the 1400s, court records, diaries, medical texts, letters from ordinary people, even passages in Homer's Odyssey. All of them mentioned the same thing: first sleep and second sleep. Before the industrial age, people did not sleep in one continuous block. They went to bed shortly after sunset, slept for about 4 hours, then woke up. They stayed awake for 1 to 2 hours in the middle of the night. Then they went back to sleep for another 4 hours until dawn. This wasn't insomnia. This was normal. This was how every human on the planet slept for thousands of years. And what did people do during that wakeful period in the middle of the night? Everything. A 16th century French physician recommended that couples conceive children during this window because they would do—
I called it! Bro, I called it! All 3 things I said they would do, they did. The first one was obvious. Second one, that was the banger, bro. That we just saw. Third one, what was the third one? Look at stars. They mentioned it earlier, bro. I'm such a baller, bro. If that's the only thing that they did, I mean, they said everything. That doesn't really
do it better. People visited neighbors. They interpreted their dreams while they were still fresh.
Isn't that how Spanish people sleep in Spain, bro? In Spain, bro, you know what's crazy in Spain? They like people who work. They work like in the morning, right? Like, I don't know, 9 to 1, and then once 1 p.m. hits, they have like a 1 or 2 hour break, or maybe even 3, I think, in some places. They have like a 3 hour break where they can like nap or eat, and then they go back to work after, and then they go home after that. Isn't that crazy? They're like way more chill over there. Chalk the R6 back posture, bro. Literally, I'm trying. What up, Spirit? How you been, bro?
Simply lay in bed in the dark and thought. A doctor's manual from the 1500s advised patients that the best time to study and reflect was during the watch, as they called it. The quiet hours between—
Bro, this is why I like— Bro, maybe this— Bro, this is the— Wait, I'm onto something. Wait. You know why they take a break mid-sleep? Or why we do that still to this day, bro? Or you know, not why we do it, but why we get the 3 a.m. motivation. Do you get, bro? I just cracked the code, bro. I don't know if he's gonna say it, but why do you think we get that 3 a.m. motivation, 2 a.m. motivation, bro? When you stay up like that late sometimes. Honestly, it's normal for me now. Like I stay up that late every day now, not willingly, but
first and second
I'm gonna
sleep
change that today, but still,
when the mind was calm and the world was still.
Because this is how they did it back in the day, bro.
Now historians had been reading these references for centuries, but they kept translating first sleep as something else because they couldn't imagine that people ever slept differently than we do now. The assumption was so deep that translators literally mistranslated ancient Greek and medieval Latin to make it fit their modern experience. But then science confirmed what history had been saying all along. In 1992, psychiatrist Thomas Ware at the National Institute of Mental Health ran an experiment. He took a group of volunteers and removed all artificial light from their lives. For 1 month, they experienced 14 hours of darkness every night, just like our ancestors would have before fire extended the evening. Within weeks, every single participant settled into the same pattern. 4 hours of sleep, 1 to 3 hours of quiet wakefulness, then 4 more hours of sleep. Nobody told them to do this.
That makes sense because it's dark outside for like how long? Like 10 hours? 9 or 11, 12 hours? That's how long it's dark outside. So, and we really only sleep like 8 hours, I feel like. Even, I mean, like no one really sleeps 12 hours, you know? That's too much. So it makes sense.
Suggested it. Their bodies just did it, as if some ancient program had been waiting inside them the whole time, buried
Bro.
under centuries of artificial light. Ware measured their hormone levels during the wakeful period and found something
Balding.
remarkable. The participants were in a state unlike any normal waking state. Their brains were producing elevated levels of prolactin, the same hormone released during meditation and after orgasm. They described feeling peaceful, reflective, almost
Yo.
meditative. It wasn't just a gap in sleep, it was its own distinct state of consciousness, one that most modern humans have never experienced.
Bro, the 3 a.m. motivation. This is what I'm trying to say, bro. More like 2 a.m. But
So
yeah.
what killed it? The answer is
That's what it
simpler than you'd
is.
think. Light. In the 1600s, cities began installing street lamps. Paris was one of the first under Louis XIV,
Bruh.
who wanted to reduce crime. London followed. The night, which had been a place of danger and fear, slowly became navigable. Then came cheaper candles. Then
Navigable.
gas lamps in the 1800s. Then, in
Dude, I
1879...
look, feel like they should have just kept it dark, bro. Imagine how much better we would sleep, bro. Oh my.
Thomas Edison commercialized the electric light bulb, and within a generation, the night as humans had known it for
It's gone.
300,000 years was gone. And here's the part nobody talks about. The word curfew comes from the French couvre-feu. It literally means cover fire. In medieval towns, a bell would ring at night signaling everyone to cover or extinguish their fires. Not because of safety, because night was supposed to be dark. Night was when
Yeah.
you slept. Night was when you were vulnerable. For most of history, being out at night was suspicious. In many medieval European cities, walking outside after dark without a lantern was literally illegal. Night belonged to
Whoa.
criminals and the supernatural.
Bro, don't you guys think this is how it should be, bro? I feel like it should be like this, dude. But I guess crime would be way higher up, I guess. So I guess it makes sense why it's not, but I don't know. That's why I want to like live in like a farm far away, bro. That'd be so
People
tough.
feared it in a
But
way
it's low-key a negative because anyone can pull up on me, and if I need help, I'm cooked. Like literally,
that's
bro.
almost impossible for us to understand today. And then we conquered it. We flooded it with light, and we thought that was progress. But here's what we lost. Modern humans are exposed to artificial light an average of 7 to 8
So,
hours
okay, wait.
after sunset.
The video is almost done. I mean, I think the answer that we got, like, the answer is the title, What Did Ancient Humans Do at Night? It's literally what I said, bro. It's literally the like I said, bro. How can I even think of that? Like, how am I such a genius? Like, I don't even need to read these papers to know. Like, it's just like it just comes to me naturally, bro. You know what I mean?
This light, especially the blue light
We
from
need that with
screens,
people with
suppresses
LED
your
lights,
body's production of
headlights, yeah,
melatonin, the
low-key.
hormone that regulates sleep. Your body doesn't know the difference between a light bulb and the sun. When light hits your retina at 11
Yeah.
p.m., your brain interprets
Bro,
it
this is why, dude, if you wake up and you look at your phone first thing, bro, it cooks you, bro. Or not even just because it thinks it's the sun, it's just like the dopamine or something, I don't know. It just cooks you, bro, it cooks you. Don't try not to do that, bro. Just try to look at the sun first thing. That's the best way to wake
as
up.
daytime. It delays melatonin release. It fragments your sleep. It disrupts the
Yeah.
circadian rhythm that evolved
Yeah,
over
that's what it
millions of
is.
years.
That's what
Researchers
it
have
is.
found that people who go camping for just
The
1
circadian
week with
rhythm.
no artificial light at all have their melatonin cycles reset by nearly 2 hours. Their bodies
Yeah.
start producing melatonin at sunset instead of
Bro,
hours
that's
after.
why I need to get off earlier, bro. It's already almost 10, and I'm looking at straight blue light, bro. You know what I mean?
It. That's all it takes for 300,000 years of programming to reassert
Jeez.
itself. We didn't just change when we sleep. We eliminated an entire phase of human
Wait,
consciousness.
what is it called?
That
Dead? Whoa, it says a name? Dedoy? Huh? Dedoy? Is that what it's called in between?
That
bro?
quiet, reflective state between first and second sleep, the state that Ware's subjects described as peaceful and meditative, doesn't exist anymore for most people.
Bro.
Instead, we have insomnia. And
Who
we treat
did
it like a
that,
disorder.
bro?
But what if it's not a disorder at all? What if waking up at 2 a.m. and lying there in the dark isn't your body malfunctioning? What if it's your body remembering what it was built to do? For
Literally,
300,000 years, your ancestors spent their nights in a rhythm that modern science is only beginning to understand. They gathered around fires and told
Bro, my
stories that
dream
built
is honestly
civilization.
to like be able to just like I don't know, do this. Honestly, this could be like, bro. I feel like I like the night, bro. I like waking up at night, dude. But obviously, it doesn't fit into this world nowadays, so it's kind of cooked. But bro, you know, cool. Like it just feels better at night, bro.
They
I don't know how to
slept in
explain
two
it.
phases with a window of quiet reflection in between. They lived in darkness so complete that the Milky Way wasn't something you had to drive to a national park to see. It was just the sky.
Dang.
And every night when they woke in the dark between first and second sleep, they lay there in silence and thought about their lives, their dreams, and the
That's
world they would
sick.
wake up to in the morning. We traded all of that for a light switch, and most of us never even knew it was gone.
That's crazy. Wait, this is like a good ass video, bro. That three, oh my gosh, bro, he knows. He knows. That 3 a.m. motivation rush makes sense now. Bro, I literally, bro, I'm like connected with these people, bro. Light pollution, I want firelight conversations. Yeah. Bro, I don't even remember the last time I sat around the fire like I made outside. I don't think I've even ever done that, honestly. This makes modern life look less like progress and more like damage control. Bro, that's exactly what it is. It's not, it looks like it. It's literally what it is. Then we get mad at maybe at babies for crying in the night. Yeah, bro. Dude, if people like ate or did stuff how, kids do it, I mean, that's just how you're supposed to live, bro, because they're the closest to our instincts before they're like brainwashed by people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not supposed to eat a broccoli, bro. A flower. That's why they hate it so much. No baby likes broccoli. You're not supposed to do what he just said. Stay up go to sleep all night. I don't know. Like, there's more. There's other obviously more stuff. You're not supposed to like grow up and like basically obey everyone. Babies don't do that, bro. I don't know. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. My anatomy teacher was telling me just the other day to go to bed around 8, wake up 2 to 3 to study, and go back to sleep. Yo, that's lucky. Like, that makes sense, bro. Because, bro, imagine getting like 5 hours of sleep if you go to sleep early, then staying up for like 2 hours and 5 more hours. Obviously, like, you're wasting a lot of time, but not really if you go to sleep really early, so. But it's hard to do, bro. Even for me. What about first and second breakfast? Huh? Huh? This video is one of the most fascinating discoveries I've made in my entire life. I had no idea this concept of sleep even existed. It had never once crossed my mind. This opened the way to all new way how life was experienced. Yeah, insomnia, I don't think insomnia is just waking up one time in the night. It's like multiple times. So I think it's still like a disease or whatever. But yeah, bro, AI called it, man. I used to get drowsy and slept right at 6 p.m., woke up at 11 p.m. to have dinner or watch a movie, and later sleep around 1 a.m. to wake up at 6 a.m. I used to feel so much better during that cycle than now. Now I realize there's my ancestral instincts. Yeah, bro, when I was in Spain with my grandpa, I mean, he wakes up in the middle of the night and like goes to the bathroom and shit. But he's like, and bro, he like lived in the like mountains and shit, so he's definitely more in tune with that. But I mean, he also just sleeps a lot because he's old. But bro, this shit makes sense, bro. Did they have clubs back then, bro? I don't know. I guess not. I guess not. I'm back. I had sewing class. Oh, tough, bro. How you been, bro? How you been, Lagoon? Bro, how do you sew, bro? How do you? Is that like with the sticks and shit, and you put it together? Like, do you do it like that, or do you do it with machine? Yo, thank you, Gabe, for following you, bro. Okay, anyway, that's the reaction for today, bro. Let me know if you guys. I like reacting to videos. Not just the siege ones, but like just random stuff, like stuff you learn and stuff, stuff and stuff and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, when did we become conscious? Like, these are fun.